Hello, my name is Kyle Diamond. I'm with New Dimension Construction based out of Millbrook, New York. And today what I'm going to be doing is demonstrating soldering a built-in gutter lap seam here. Before we do that, what I'm going to discuss briefly is cleaning a dirty soldering iron, how we can do that, how we can get it retinned and put a nice point on it so that we can do a vertical solder in a built-in gutter. So to get started with what we're going to do, how I prepare this is just using a simple grinding wheel, metal grinding wheel. You can use cordless, corded, whatever you have. Basically what we'll do is we will get rid of this, bring this the debris on here, and we'll bring this to a nice point, work on all four sides, and then we'll sand this to make it smooth so that we can tin it. So as you do this, you want to make sure that you don't get a curve in this. You want to keep these sides nice and flat, because if you develop a curve in this, the solder won't run off nicely and drip as you build up a solder joint. So you want to make sure these faces, these four faces, are nice and flat. So we'll just continue to work our way through that. One of the things that happens as you're heating this iron up is gradually the tip begins to erode. So you lose the point on it, and that's why in order to get a point back on here, you really have to just cut this in with the grinding wheel. And so just take your time, move around the four faces, and continue to shave that off until you get a nice, clean, sharp point on the tip of the iron. So we've just finished grinding all four faces to a nice point. Now what we were left with is too rough for the solder to really stick to. We would be unable to get this tinned up properly. So what we're going to do is just to take a simple orbital sander, quarter sheet sander would work just fine too. I like to start with about 80 grit just to get some of the rough burrs and things out of this to smooth this off, and then we'll be switching to 100, 120 grit to get a nice smooth face on this. You can also take the opportunity to get all the black deposits off of the soldering iron as well. So now the soldering iron is nice and smooth, also warm, and now we're able to heat the torch up and tin the tip.